In Outlander Season 7 Episode 6, lots of stories happen showing our main guys getting over hurdles, making new pals, and dealing with the aftermath of past stuff. Rob Cameron and Roger Mackenzie, even with old beef, now find things in common in their shared love for Gaelic culture. What happened in Outlander Season 7 Episode 6? We kick off with Jamie and Claire leading folks through a forest to a safe spot. A group of British soldiers scare the civilians by pretending to be Native Americans, but Jamie and young Ian beat the bad guys. On the side, Claire starts hunting for Mrs. Raven, a woman scared stiff of Native Americans. Freaked out by fear, Mrs. Raven ends her life, and just after, Claire is kidnapped by a British soldier. After beating the bad guys, Jamie and young Ian find out about Claire's kidnap. Young Ian heads back to the fort to rescue Claire, as the Brits wouldn't guess they're Native American buddies. At the fort, William Ransom tells his boss that he didn't send letters because of an accident. When he spills that he knows Samuel Cartwright is a rebel, his boss lets out that the letters were for British spies in the Continental Army. Claire, kept captive at the fort, meets Walter, another prisoner having a clot. She asks for meds from William to help her fellow prisoners. William knows Claire as the head lady of Fraser's Ridge, helping her figure out that the soldier she's facing is Jamie's son. Despite Claire's try, Walter dies. William is forced to help young Ian rescue Claire from the British Army, as he owes him big time. At the same time, Roger Mackenzie starts teaching at his son Jemmy's school to teach Gaelic. An accidental swap of his diary with a Gaelic songs book gets it to Brianna's work buddy Rob Cameron, who crashes dinner with the Mackenzies. Roger has felt a creepy vibe hanging around Lallybroch dressed up as the Naclavi, an Arcadian folklore demon, since his son Jemmy started talking about it. After class, Roger chases a guy he recognizes as the notorious Naclavi, William Buck Buckley Mackenzie, a kid out of wedlock of Dougal Mackenzie and time traveler Gillis Duncan. Buck is Roger's distant ancestor and has been pretending to be the Naclavi after time traveling from the 18th century. Buck's unexpected show-up gets Roger to punch him as payback for old drama. As for Jamie and the militia, Jamie initially decides to join the rebels in the Rev War, guided by what he knows about American history from Claire and Brianna. He then changes his mind, as he doesn't want to fight against his son William and his nephew's tribe, the Mohawks. He also doesn't want to go against the rebels, seeing their asks as fair. However, stuff makes Jamie join the militia and fight for the rebels. When his time is up, Jamie, after a chat with Daniel Morgan, decides to stick around to help his struggling mates. Jamie gets that he can't leave his buddies and that the war is not just about his issues. So, he decides to hang on after his period of enlistment.